Coming back at you next week, Monday night to 11. We do it again. Stay tuned for the buzz.
Okay then, okay. I just can't wait another day, 'cause I need my baby here with me. No, I can't wait another day, 'cause I need my baby here to stay. I need your love, loving baby.
I love you, girl.
Your love, loving baby.
Every night
I
and
need
day.
your loving baby. Your loving baby. I need you. Feels like I'm going.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is the Entertainment Buzz.
hear me told ya.
Yo, yo, yo. What them say? Up to the buzz. Me don't know. And the buzz.
You know how we roll.
This is the Entertainment Buzz. Further on in the buzz.
That is why they borrow our things. And them searching and searching. Like what just wanna clip them away.
What we gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
Sky, are you? All the respect them eyes sample. Light a flag. Hear me now. Some bounty. Dig it well.
Entertainment Buzz are the real thing, man. Sight. And now, our feature presentation.
Yes, sir. We want to say a very special welcome to the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Welcome.
Well, welcome. How are you doing?
I am good. How are you? I know the whole water situation right now, and some persons are, going over and beyond just to get water. How about you?
I can't relate.
Right? You did some rainwater harvesting.
Rainwater? No, darling. Tanks. Lots of tanks. No, but you know what?
Don't show off. You're
Not-
helping your neighbors.
Of course, they have water too, just not from me. But what I was saying is that the water situation is kind of is getting serious, and I think that the Water Commission or the staff of the Water Commission are doing things in increments to prove a point, because they're to get certain things and. One of the beautiful things about this country is that we understand what is happening with the National Water Commission, but people are not angry at the people.
No, and
They
it would be
understand.
difficult. It would be difficult for you to be angry with them, because at some point you yourself, you know what it is like not to be paid what you're worth, or being in a situation where you're uncomfortable and you're asking for some necessities. Right?
Right.
So
Right.
we know situations of such, but in the same breath, while you can do without electricity, because you can always charge your phone, for instance, in your car or whatever the case is, water is very essential to life.
It
So-
is, but I'd rather have electricity than water, because I can go down the road and get water to a river or something. But let me tell you something. Whatever the impasse is with the Water Commission and the members of staff, they need to fix it and fix it properly.
Fix it fast.
Fix it very fast. So we're hoping that they're going to fix this tomorrow, later on today. But they need to do that, because yes, we understand the inconvenience of well, not just the inconvenience, but just not having the right remuneration package for the staff. But they also have to look at the bigger picture. But to me, affecting the bigger picture is what's going to get the result. I think that's what's going to happen. The bigger picture is that a lot of people across the country are inconvenienced with the shortage or the lack of water. But I also believe that the members of the National Water Commission, the staff, also need to prove a point. Don't make it last too long. But it is something that I understand, and I think a lot of other companies will understand the same thing, where, look, we've had enough. We've we're at our end now. And,
Well,
go ahead.
the people who are in a position to
Fix it.
do it,
They
are the ones who need to solve it. No. I mean, this is going to be what? We're going into 2 days?
2 days.
Right.
Do you realize, folks, that we need 8 to 10 glasses of water to survive every day? We need water to flush our toilets. We need water to do laundry. We
Wash
need
your
water.
fruits and your vegetables, to
Wash
take
your
a
car,
bath, brush your
take a bath.
teeth, wash
So
your
many
face.
things. Water is life.
Basic things.
Water is life. So we're going to implore the management or the people who are in charge of what is happening at the National Water Commission to sort it out expeditiously. And this is on behalf of the entire Jamaica, because we're all affected by not having service. Because the service is not totally cut off in all areas, but the majority of it is disrupted. And I think that we need to have the water restored as soon as possible. Sort out the people, fix an argument, whatever it is, and get the water flowing back in the pipes. It's very important. As a matter of fact, this is a time now where when we have people disrupted with water now, those places that never had water need to get water after this whole thing has been sorted out. Those rural communities that, and a lot of people don't seem to understand, there's so many rural communities that have never had water.
To this very day.
Up to this day. Maryland and Hanover,
just to think about it,
yes.
it's madness. I mean, this is 2022.
This is modern times, and people are still walking with water on them head top, buckets of water. Sometimes some old people, 80 years old, 85 years old, saying that, boy, I have to go carry the water down to my kitchen because I go boil 2 dumplings and I need the water if I need the flour. It is ridiculous. So. National Water Commission, we understand what is happening, but also the people who have never had water, because most of the people who have been disrupted, they've had water and they don't have the service now. But let us talk about the people who have never had water the right way.
Yeah, that is not prosperity.
No.
Not at all.
No. So I want to fix the water situation.
Now, today is May 11.
Yes.
Happy birthday to Kabu, my aunt Skeru, celebrating her birthday today.
Happy
May
birthday.
11 also marks the day that Bob Marley died at the age of 36 in 1981.
Yes. Big up my brethren, Jabba. You know Jabba from Best of the Best. Jabba, we're trying to reach you. Answer your phone. Yes, sir? Do it now.
Right. You know, Best of the Best is happening on May 29, downtown Miami.
Yeah.
So it's an annual festival that brings the Caribbean culture, music, food, and people together.
It's such a great festival. I've had the honor to be there quite a few times in Bicentennial Park, downtown Miami. And it is a great smorgasbord of culture. I remember the last time I went, I saw Scotches from Jamaica there representing the jerk. And it's just a great vibe and a nice mix of artists from old to new. So it is
and across the Caribbean.
Yeah, soca is represented very well and so on. So
last year I covered it, and that was on the heels of COVID. Right. So I was a little cautious going in, but the persons turned out in their numbers. It was a very successful event, and Caribbean people from all walks of life, and the entertainers as well. They represent a nice cross section of reggae, dancehall, and soca. So good vibe all in all.
Well, hopefully we'll talk to Jabba about this year's staging, which is going to be in just a few weeks from now. And he's going to give us the details of who's going to be on and what we can expect, ticket prices and so on. So, Jabba, we're trying to reach you. Answer your phone, sir. We're early with reaching him, but we just like to be previous and just like to be prepared. So, Jabba, answer your phone. We're trying to reach you. And, of course, tonight we have a great lineup. We're going to be talking to Ghandi. And, of course, our music artist will be Christopher Ellis, son of
Alton Ellis.
Right. So, we're going to be talking to him. And we have a host of other great things happening.
We have our discussion coming up. Do you want us to go into the discussion
yes,
while we wait for Jabba?
Yes, let's do that. And
so
Go ahead.
Of course, the latest news out of the US, you have rappers Young Thug and Gunna. They have been slapped with several counts of varying charges. And guess what? Lyrics from their music contributed to part of the indictment. Now, tonight you want to know, when we talk with selectors who don't hold back when them having conversations, we're talking about Foota Hype and Ricky Trooper.
Right.
Should lyrics create, or should the lyrics created by an artist be used against them in matters of the law?
Yep.
What do you think?
Yep. It should
You
be.
think so?
Yeah, it should be. Because let me tell you, I've always said some of the artists that have been putting out lyrics that are not necessarily the most positive lyrics in terms of the messaging that they're trying to put out, they will also, in another turn, say that they're not role models and they're not responsible for telling your
moral
children
decay
moral
in
decay
society.
and right. So when they preach a certain message, and the message is taken literally 90% of the time, what happens? Crimes happen, or they do the same thing that the same person who is singing the lyrics, they do the same thing. They should be held accountable for it. That's my thought. You say, boy, there was a thing back in the day when you had the gas cylinder in the dance. And them would walk and fling the gas. I don't know what it was. And there's lyrics about it. And because of the lyrics, look at Cartel, when Cartel talk about clocks. Nothing bad. But when Cartel talk about
The
clocks,
influence.
the influence, how clocks start sell.
But also in the same breath too, we have to look at the role of a parent.
Oh, that's very important. And that is the nucleus of it.
Right.
Well, by the way, before we go any further, we have Foota Hype online with us. Foota!
Foota, welcome.
Welcome, Foota.
What's up?
Look.
Hi,
it's
Jamaica.
Watch ya. Well, someone
Jamaica.
nice, man.
No,
Right.
look.
Yes, so Foota.
It's always a pleasure to have you on. And, Bones and I were just talking. The discussion tonight is on the basis of what's happening in the U.S., as it relates to rappers Young Thug and Gunna. They have been slapped with several charges of varying charges. And, of course, part of the indictment was as a result of the lyrics in their songs. So we're asking Foota to kick off the conversation. Should the lyrics created by an artist be used against them in matters of the law? And what does it mean for creatives?
First thing, I don't fully understand what's behind the charges. Their charges are stemmed definitely from the lyrics. Are them involved? And them I say, these lyrics portray a other kind of person to the charges where we are charging for now.
But that's what they're saying.
Understand what I say?
But that's what they're saying.
So, what I'm...
The lyrical content.
Charge different from the lyrics.
The lyrical content of their music is all they're saying is
Intertwined.
It's intertwined, or it's an influence to what has happened.
No, influence is in everything. So okay.
No.
So the basis of their arrests are merely on their lyrical content. It's utter garbage to lock them up for that. Because it's in that case you have to go lock up the entire music industry, and you have to go lock up the entire movie industry.
There were also some things about they were in gangs too. I think there was a gang thing, but that's not it. Yes.
In addition to that, Foota, in addition to the lyrics from their songs that were taken in consideration, so too were their social media content.
Right.
Things that they posted via social media platforms. So,
what are your thoughts on that?
Let's be realistic, right? If we are to be very technical, we're speaking about two African American entertainers here. Now, if we go to rap music and alternative music, there are some very violent songs and contents in those genres. And those are genres mostly dominated by white people. We don't see them locking up these people for their content. So coming to lock up two young rapper because they have violent lyrics. There's something called parental control or parental advisory.
We didn't talk about that.
This is preferred. This is preferred for people 18 and over. There are all kind of notifications that these things are not for kids. Even on YouTube, it's as your thing where you click, this is not for kids or this is for kids. So going as far as going to arrest two young entertainers. Me too want to like young thugs. So it's not liking problem. It's just the reality of it. Right? So what about all the people before these people even existed? There were more violent songs back in the days as opposed to now. So why are you locking up these two people even though we speak?
Footer, one of the things I want to mention to you, you mentioned some good points there, but it still comes back to a bit of influence. The music of rap and the genre, as much as you mention another genre and another type of people, we are very influential in what we do worldwide. Anything we do will cotton on and grab the attention and grab the influence of a lot of people more than others. Look at this little rock we call Jamaica has been so influential in so many things worldwide. I believe that because of the attention, the influence, the power of these young youths and reggae and all our music, I believe this is why it's getting more attention than the others.
Yes, but I'm saying no, Bon. We are influential on all different angles. The Jamaica which we speak does not produce one particular nature of music. We have mother songs, girl songs, reality songs, songs about the Pope, songs about the Queen, songs about guns, songs about church, songs about everything.
And they've influenced also. They've influenced people too.
But
everything. No, but what's Kishima? Everything influences people. Every single thing. So I am not going to sit
not at a level though.
Look, I understand. Footer, I understand the point about influence, but also we are living in a different time. We're living in the digital space where, based on what you say, post, or do across your social media platforms, that will determine whether or not you get hired for a job, for instance. We know how dancehall in itself, it can be hardcore. We know about the grit and all of that. Would you say then that entertainers should perhaps refrain from giving credence to known gangs or criminal elements when they're doing their music, and if they should put that in a song, does that make them an accomplice?
So are we to say then that now, because of the high level of criminal elements that are within the police force, that entertainers are not supposed to sing and endorse police officers? Because of recent times, we know of a gang that all members are charged as police. We have cases where police shoot women, shoot themselves, police charged for rape. So is it to be said now that an entertainer is supposed to take upon himself and don't say, people, the police are with protection, or if it stops to that? No, that don't make any sense. Bones work at IRFM, Kishima work at IRFM, Bones ear, Theopaton, Lucian, Sizzler, Bones ear, Skeng, Joshi, Bounty Killer, Beanie Man, Kishima ear the same thing, we hear Shaggy, we hear Sean Paul. Bones is not going to shoot anybody. Kishima is not going to poison our whole house because somebody sing about poisoning somebody. So how can we arrest and charge the artist for verbal expression of the same environment? What I think should be done, you can restrict songs and certain words. Same how them ban the word D-A-G-G-A out of our culture when I see that as something senseless and they did it anyways. So once that in the song it couldn't play. But per se to arrest and charge an artist because them express themselves, okay, Is it
Footer, great point,
reality
Footer,
that-
but just a tiny correction. They weren't arrested and charged for the lyrics, but it contributed heavily to why they were arrested. Just to
That's
put
why
it in
I'm asking the
context.
first question first.
And there was a
If
gang
It's because
affiliation.
of the lyrics they were arrested. Now, boys, you keep talking about gangs.
Yeah,
If we are to be
they did
realistic
start
and
gangs.
that's-
It was there, so there. It's also there.
But watch this, Lord. That means that every single politician in Jamaica is supposed to go to prison.
How so?
Because all politicians are affiliated with gangs in Jamaica.
You have proof of
Every
that?
single one of them.
You have proof
I
of
have
that?
proof of it. I'm a product of the ghetto. Yes,
All
I
right.
have
So
proof
give
of
us
it.
some proof. Who is members of gangs?
Look, all our politicians, them.
All of them.
Yeah, on both sides. Labour Right and PNP, all 60 candidates, and shadow cabinet members, and police officers who work with politicians.
Big accusations there.
What are you
Footer.
talking about, boy?
Big accusations there. That's what I say. If you ask, if you have
It's not
proof.
an accusation. I am a product of the ghetto.
Yes, but you're
I've seen it. I'm not trying to press charges on any politician.
There you come.
But
Yes.
I know for a fact that all major gangs in Jamaica have political connections. All of them.
You feel like calling names, Footer?
Labour Right and PNP.
That's parties, not names.
All right. let us
Those
bring
are
it back.
names of the party.
Yes.
So what I'm
us-
saying, boy,
Members.
I cannot sit here
Yeah.
and point fingers at entertainers. Okay, like Celine Dion sings about broken-hearted. No, me Celine, Adele sings
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
most broken heart in history. She has sing what she feel, and she has sing what the writer we are right for her feel, and it becomes hit song.
Free speech.
You have
Yes.
Amy Winehouse to sing some crazy thing and she want to kill herself. That's a different thing. There's a whole different catalog of all different kinds of music which help people and depress people and save people. You don't know what song saves who. So what I'm saying is no. When you are going to be criminalized by contents of your music, I do not agree with that.
And it's difficult not to think that such an action would stifle the creative process. Do you
Remember
think?
that I was born and raised in a inner city community.
Yes.
My journey to becoming Footer has transcended me through multiple different dangerous eras in the garrison life, from Labour Right era to PNP era. I am now a product of Jamaica doing an ambassador work on the international platform via music. So I have been exposed to all kind of lyrics. Am I a hardened criminal? Am I running a gang? No, I'm not. I'm an entertainer that travels the world and helps to sell brand Jamaica. So I cannot say artists must be criminalized because of gun lyrics. Yes, do we have gun crime? Yes, we do. So you are going to have gun lyrics.
My
Do
question.
we have
Yeah, go ahead.
poverty? Do we wake up and we hear that the Water Commission people them strike because they're not getting paid, and then we don't know water for bed? It might reach a stage now where a man got chop up a man to get a bucket of water. Whose fault is it? Is it the man's fault that chop up the man, or the man that get chop up? No, it's the government's fault for not paying the workers. So the workers then strike, and then there's no water, so it becomes a case commodity. So me and you have to fight.
Footer, I disagree with you there,
Me
because if somebody is going to get up and do an action that is so vile, they cannot escape accountability, and you put the blame at somebody else's feet.
No, but
It is
I
no
never-
different
I
from
never
what you just
said-
explained, It's no different
Me
from
not
you
to
saying
say.
that you are a product
But
of the
Kishima,
ghetto.
watch it,
You,
I never say him not to go jail to chop up the man.
That's
I
a
never
crime.
say that,
yeah, but you're
Right,
saying
it is
blame
a
the
crime.
politician.
Oh, yeah,
Guess
the
what?
politician
Guess what?
coming
We
in.
are because if the workers them did not get paid, they would strike and they would have no water shortage. We have to stop, cut the tail of the snake and cut the head of the snake.
But Foota, may I ask a question?
The strike left. Hold on, Bones.
Yeah, go ahead.
Make it be realistic. Domino effect. If there wasn't a strike for lack of payment and lack of monies that are owed to the workers, would the workers strike and turn off all the water, me and them, and then we not have no water?
No.
No.
That's true.
No, just answer me.
No, you're right.
No, yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. The crime...
You're saying that to say what?
I'm saying that to say this.
Uh-huh.
There are issues that produce a certain form of lyric. You have certain behavior where going to attract me, will not attract you. And certain behavior will attract Kishima, will not attract me. So watch this now. Although the crime is out there, and certain lyrics attract certain crime, same like how them look for me and say, put a lot of people, let them live them life, and everybody are adult. It's called adult entertainment in the bones. So the radio now go play it. See, if you're going to the school, them now go play it. But if an adult want to buy this kind of music, who are going to stop them from buying?
Yeah, well, I agree with that in terms of there's a time and place, and of course, you have to be responsible. It has a space. But what I'm asking you, Foota, do you discount the influence of what artists say on the masses, especially their fans or people who look up to them as role models? That you don't think that what they say and do in their lyrics affect what happens?
Music is one of the most influential things on the face of the earth.
I know this.
That is why record labels tend to control your content, and they have a writer for you, so they determine what you sing and what you say. That's why so much money is pumped into a record deal, because when you have the masses, what you say, what you wear, what you drive, all of it is influence. But my thing is, how can you be criminalized? That's what I'm asking. How can you be criminalized for verbal expressions in adult music?
And that is a to me, in my opinion, that is a valid question. And the same also goes for if entertainers are going to be judged on that, should there be any difference between selectors and DJs who play music that may incite or promote certain criminal elements or criminal activities? Bones?
Well, let's not.
I agree with that.
Let's just not.
Verbal, what we call it? Verbosity. Verbosity is very strong. And you know what it is? Yes, verbal things can happen, but let me tell you, if you get onto the side of defamation and defaming somebody, you can be criminalized for what you say. And an attorney will tell you.
But watch this now, boys. Let's go beyond just music then.
We're running out of time, Foota, so we have to make it short.
Remember, so when you call me, you have to extend time, Bones. Come on.
You go on, we're going to lock you up when the time done. You behave yourself and stop your foolishness. Sure. Go on now, go on talk.
Watch this now.
Yes.
If we are going to start the notion to say that artists must be criminalized for their verbal expression,
depending on what they say.
Music, then depends on what they say. Then we have to start lock up the voices behind the cartoon them where I do the crazy thing them. We have to go stop a movie like G.I. Joe. We have to go stop Batman and Superman, because it's always a villain, it's always evil versus good. So it's beyond music.
Tom and Jerry.
Music, it's going to do everything then. It has to go do everything, because you will lock me up as an entertainer with verbal expression as an adult. Then the cartoon and the movie have to stop to everything have to stop.
I believe
it can't be just music alone.
It's a little tricky.
It can be argued, and like you said, Bones, it is a little tricky. And then you have those who are, once you lift the music and you watch their action, and then there are evidence to show that there is a connection with two. For persons who are in that type of situation, where they are obviously a part of criminality and they're doing things, it is going to be a difficult fight for them. But for others who are just using it as a way of expression and for them it is mere art, it can be argued. But when there are other elements of your life to strengthen what you sing about, then that's a different story.
Okay, so Kishima, a quick one before me leave, because it's a time ago. There is this actor which was on set who shot somebody, right?
Yeah.
And he obtained criminal charges, and he must have got court, right? So can we say that because of all of the action movies that he did as a villain and him shoot people in that, we are going to now send him to prison because his movie character influences his personal thing, and now he's a criminal? It couldn't be an accident because you do 50 movies and shoot people, so you're a criminal. It don't work like that.
No,
So
that's not what I'm saying. And interestingly, you bring up that case because that is why the matter is still before the courts, because they are looking at ways to see that somebody was negligent in that particular situation, because there should not have been any live rounds on set. So that scenario is slightly different from what I
Very
mentioned.
different, actually, yeah.
You have
But even
persons.
ones, watch this. You didn't know, say, entertainer have a very dangerous life to live, because if the man them, even in America or Jamaica, anywhere you live, you have the street people them, where you have to associate yourself with to do your job, and by association,
I do that.
police can come pick you up and say you're part of the crew, just because you big up their money. But you have to understand again, say, if you're not big up their money, you're liable to go to the road and get shot.
I do that, and there's a balance. There is a balance.
And when you go over the next, when you go over the next side, because remember, so that side they are blue and the side they are red. And when you go over the red side, you have to big up the red side like you love them. You understand what I say? So it all come down to you're an entertainer, bro. Everything you say cannot be taken literally.
It
Facts.
is though.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but it is in certain corridors, and that's kind of the sad part of it.
But that's why I'm going to tell you, say, this narrative of criminalizing and putting charges, and it cannot work because it don't make sense.
But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to criminalize you for making we go too long in a time now. So you big up yourself.
Please.
Thank you so much,
We
Puta.
create a program now where we can depend for
No, we cannot. What we can do now is reschedule this and have it in a more detail.
No, we want a new program.
New program.
New program.
Yeah, but your name not up on the top of the program though. You can't go call it footers, nothing. Big up yourself, you know, footer.
But thank you so much, Puta.
Love.
Always a good vibe.
All right, big up IFM and love you know. I'm Miss Jamaica. Hope to see you soon.
All right, my boss. You're only a private jet away because we know you know the commercial. Rich, big up yourself, you.
Tell them turn on about the water, please.
Yes, please, and thanks. Yes. All right, big up yourself, Footer Hype. Guess what? We're really on the button here. So it's now time for At the Movies with Maisha Brody.
Lights, camera, action. Hey, movie lovers, welcome to At the Movies. I'm Maisha Brody. In recent times, there have been calls for more Jamaican films to be produced. And that call has been answered, and a new film is coming your way. Dubbed Silver Silhouettes, the film features Yandy Phillips, Kadeem Wilson, Glenn Titus Campbell, among others. Marketing representative Ava Maria, who also worked with a team of the multi-award-winning film Sweet Rind, says Silver Silhouettes is in the post-production phase.
Silver Silhouettes is about a young dancer who plots to reverse the decision of an uncompassionate judge and free herself from the control of a violent and jealous handler. Some of the names that you would recall from Sweet Rind had returned for this production, including Andre Winter, who is our director of photography, Sharando Ferrell has moved on to be our producer. Kadeem Wilson is back on screen, and we've brought on Andrew Broadberg, Glenn Titus Campbell, and Yendi Phillips to take on some of the lead roles in Silver Silhouettes. The iconic Devon House also serves as one of the backdrops in the film, where a whole scene takes place at the steakhouse on the veranda. The team is truly looking forward to this new production because it is going to be truly amazing. Production has recently wrapped and post-production work has already begun.
Marketing representative Ava Maria. Comedy lovers aged 55 and over are in for a big treat this weekend. On Saturday, May 14, elderly patrons will be treated to a night of laughter at Comedy at Large, free of cost. The show will feature comedians such as Hilarious Granny and Pretty Boy Floyd and will be held at Chill Spot in Golden Grove, St. Anne. Organizer Lascelle Parnell gave At the Movies the details.
For the past 2 years, we have seen lockdown after lockdown. Moreover, the lockdown affect mostly elderly. We, the young one, could run up and down and go all the way around. And the government advised all elderly to stay inside. After the lockdown pull, I decided to do something for our senior citizens who work seriously, tirelessly, and to make our community a better place. I decided to do something for them. I tried to get some of the best comedians to do comedy show for free. So on May the 14th, I decided to do a comedy at large, starring Pretty Boy Floyd, Lemon, Hilarious Granny, Grandpa the Entertainer.
Organizer of Comedy at Large, Lascelle Parnell. It's now time for this week's Top 5 movies. At number 5, we have Spider-Man No Way Home. At number 4 this week is Silverton Siege. Uncharted takes the number 3 spot. At number 2, we have The Bad Guys. And in the number 1 spot this week is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. If you love great movies and series, go ahead and add these to your watch list. That's a wrap. Join us next week for more exciting movie news. For At the Movies, I'm Maisha Brody.
Thank you very much, Maisha Brody. That was the feature At the Movies. If you're just joining us, it is the EBUZZ. And of course, it's now time for a music artist segment. We're very happy, very proud to have Christopher Ellis as our music artist this week. And of course, the man does look rich. So, Chris, you look so rich, youth. Welcome.
Chris, welcome.
How you doing, my brother? How you doing? How you feeling? I don't think Chris is hearing us. Can you hear us, Chris? No, Chris Ellis. I think that is Ras Ghandi. That's not.
Oh, you did not put me on before time.
Youth.
Oh, yeah.
What is youth? Chris Ellis.
So
put that Ghandi before time.
No.
Ghandi. The girl them love you like a candy.
Nothing wrong with that.
You understand? Well, I'm Ghandi.
But there in the bones, big up Kishima, big up the entire Jamaica. You know, despite all the work going on, we're not on the water, but we have to just kick our thanks. Listen, me, when I go back here and spark and tell them, miss if you go in water. Water never gone there, so
well, you can't tell nobody you don't have no water. You're looking mad clean.
You look like your beard 20 times since there.
Bones the easy. That's why you go out of the bones. Over there, give thanks for life, man.
Gandhi, I know you're from, you're rich, you know. I know you're wealthy. It's good to see. How long now have you not been on this platform? A long time, you know, you know.
A long time in the past for IRFM for true, man. Long time, Kishima for true. You know, always I work.
Over 10, 12, 15 years, how long now?
Bones, don't make it look so, man. I slide through, come with DJ with a link, man. About, I think I went, maybe
20 years ago.
Yeah, Kishima.
On a serious note, though, you know, Ghandi, like I mentioned the last time we saw you, you had locks, and we know sometimes when people remove their locks or just cut their hair in general, it symbolizes, you know, a restart, a reset. But what was your purpose?
My purpose, I cutted my locks. It was a lot of personal reasons still, but some things will not really.
Talk the truth, Ghandi. We know why you cut your locks.
No, my boy.
Dandruff.
Eh?
Dandruff when they kill him, man.
Look here, leave him
No,
alone.
but remember say,
Finish.
boys, I say, remember say we are clean out, you know, but a lot of personal reasons still, you know, and we kind of, we just kind of go hold that to ourselves still. You know what I'm saying?
Was it something that was so radical? You don't have to go into too much details, but was it something that was so radical that you really had to just change how you look and your mindset and your meditation? Was it? I know,
say for real, Bones, I really change nothing because, as I say, here no make you be a Rasta, you know. You know what I say? Yeah, because we are Rasta, you would say we're not change.
So I really done.
Because you have enough man out there with locks. Now live the life. We are live the life. We are uphold life. We are hold the order same. We are keep the order.
So that's still dandruff. That dandruff I problem. We didn't know, you know. They tell you. But what's
easy? The best but I saw you go on.
Long time.
Long time.
What's been happening with you? We haven't seen you in a while here, especially on this platform.
Yes.
What have you been up to? What is the latest musical effort and the latest overall with Ghandi?
All right, Bones, like I say, you know, Ghandi's a youth always a work. Always a work. You mean as I say, you know, see me? Yeah. You're kind of too small, you know, if you kind of pick up, but we're always a work.
Right.
And the work ethic is always up there. So as for me, a lot of things is in store, you know, and we're new single right now titled Loyalty.
Okay.
It's a song that we are run with now, and space from personal experiences, things that I've gone through in my personal life. I decided to put pen to paper and put it in words, melodies, and just put it across so other people can really relate to a song like that. You understand? And there's a new EP on its way as well too. You know,
and
so always our
loyalty, as you mentioned, that is basically a representation of what you have gone through, because, you know, in it you talk about life, you talk about changes, you talk about people and the importance in general as it relates to being loyal. Right. Was it therapeutic for you at the end of it by creating this song? Did it provide a platform for you to heal past some of what you have gone through?
Definitely. It brought me peace. Because Good. I've gone through a lot of betrayal within my life. Some I won't really talk about anymore because we've been past that, we healed past the process. And all those experiences that I've gone through made me a better person today of who I am. So now we can sing about it and, you know, laugh about it and hope other people listen the words from the song and find peace within it as well. And always remember that forgiving someone, and I really them you have forgive, you know, you let go. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a free waterway. You understand what I mean?
That is true.
Growth is everything, Bones. Because, like me say, you know, we don't wish for getting a certain things, Bones, but you see them two hands are clean and the heart are clean. And I only need to fit the business here where I've been overlooked, pushed aside, hidden, a lot of things. But we don't make that.
It's kind of
you know what I say? Get more weak, we're stronger.
It's kind of hard in a Ras Ghandi when you're kind of giving us a little bit of a sneak preview of what may have happened, and then you just put it right to the edge and just draw it back and say, boy.
I mix up in the bones.
Don't mix up. Because I tell you. So you can't say to me, boy, I have gone through a lot, but we won't talk about it. And I've gone through this and we won't talk about it. And if you've gotten over it, then talk about it. Let's hear it.
No, Bones, you see you know, Bones?
Yes, sir.
You've been past that.
You've been past me.
Remember you're a Gene. But
you're like done, man. You're done. Long time.
We put them things aside and now, you know.
Moving forward.
Yeah, God showed me a lot.
Talk to us about the EP that is coming up. Give us some details on it. How many tracks? Who are some of the producers on it? And who are some of the people that you have worked with since we're moving forward?
All right, you know, we work with a great computer, Paul, as always. We never leave him out yet out our thing. You know, the legendary producer that and quite a few songs on it. Some new producers.
Right.
And also myself, you know, fully musically inclined.
Right.
You know, and a couple of young and Upset Records in that base in Connecticut.
Right.
You know, we also have some special guests on the EP. We have King Yellowman as a special guest on the EP.
Wow.
As well, and legendary Cocotti as well. But now let out too much, but
Nice.
I think about 9 or 10 songs, you know, a little bit of everything, a little bit of everything, a little bit of hardcore, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying?
But as
Yes,
you mentioned, King Yellowman, Ghandi, a lot of persons listening, or some persons, they may think, Ghandi, me know the name, but you are very well established. You're a talented singer, you're a songwriter, and a showman as well. You have written for the likes of King Yellowman and Ninja Man. Talk to us about some of the work that you have done and the entertainers that you have written for over the years. Because people don't know, you know.
All right, let me tell you, Grace Hamilton. All right, let me talk this now public. IRFM are the biggest reggae station.
You better know.
At this bones one year.
Yes.
IRFM are the biggest radio station
Cross.
worldwide.
That's right.
Let me say this now. I've seen a lot of people been trying to take a lot of glory out there, but because we are the youth, kind of we're humble. And sometimes we don't really like talk things what we do, but sometimes we also have to come forth and say we do that.
Right.
Let me say this now up front. Again, the response for Spice. Yeah?
Just like that.
Ghandi response for Spice. Ghandi response for nothing.
Yes.
Yeah? Ghandi response for Jamil.
Yes.
Ghandi response for Cartel.
Wow.
You still want me to continue?
Continue.
Yes, continue.
Take that music down a little bit.
When you say Portmore, and when I talk this with
yes,
like them would have said bougie, bossy, hype. No, we have to be realistically about this.
Right.
When we are road, we literally bring them a road. I'm not afraid to say this. Little wicked carry me a road.
Just like that.
What I mean. Little wicked carry me a road.
Give praises where it's due.
Big up Jaboob. So when you say Portmore, you say Ghandi from them time. You say a thing named Mr. Bertus. You say Beaky Bailey. You say Dubsy Ranks. After the rest of them forward. You say Mad Cabra, you say Baby Wayne, rest in peace. You understand? But back to what you have said, I've written for Bounty Killer, World Gone Crazy, I've wrote that song. You know Ninja Man, the Dan Gargan, you know him sell right now, I know him and listen. I hear him sound on the radio. Big him up. You know what I say? Gargan, no response to a whole heap of something around this. You know what I say? King Yellowman, Johnny P, a lot of artists.
Don't just brush over it. So when you talk about Ninja Man, get into it so people understand and know.
All right,
Mr. Valentine.
All right, Bones.
Yes.
You remember when you hear Ninja Man come out, come say, call me cocaine, prison bud, anything you want.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We. Then I sting for you, keep on me now, you know, I chat leg and chat at me.
Yes.
When you hear Isaiah Lane call me and say, Ghandi, sting her forward, you know.
Yeah.
Set up something for Ninja. Yes. So you see that now, you see, me get a lot of pre-meds. So we set certain things for the Gargan. Because when they talk about warring, and we fix up them things all the while and send people go clap people, you know.
Wow.
When you hear Spice come out there and say,
musically.
when you hear Spice did come out there and say, elephant afraid to fly, through them rabbit, can't go in, and me again. And that make elephant.
That's on the martial arts rhythm.
That big elephant free me for a long time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But like me said, it's all entertainment. That's just music. You know me I say once?
Yep.
And me now living in the States now.
Yeah.
Teach me a lot, taught me a lot, and me I see things wider, clearer.
Right.
You understand? I love me at Jamaica, me not sell out, but you know we are set ourselves.
Right.
And then we forward and do what we have to do.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So let me say, Kishima, that won't leave me do. I'm not stop it. You understand what I mean? 2018, let me share this with you all. 2018 was the worst time in my life ever.
Wow.
Where I was in a dark place.
Yeah.
Lost my wife and my mother, both to cancer.
Wow.
It never easy. And let me say something now on radio. See?
Do it.
You have some individual where, because I them powerful, you know. I'm wanting to know that we have a platform. Only is like Moses. You see? Moses have a rather than him carry the people them through the Red Sea and whatever. But listen to me, I say. I reach out to individuals when me I go through one deadly turbulence in my life.
Yes.
I'm reach out to individuals. That time I did a song titled Kill Cancer.
Right.
And it earned me to travel to the UK. I met up with Idris Elba at the Screen Nation Award, performed the song. So I reached out to quite a few individuals. And telling them what I have gone through. You know, I lost my mother, buried my wife the Friday, mother passed the Saturday morning.
Right.
Back to back. You understand? And reach out to them and I say, no, some other song titled Kill Cancer, and this is what it's all about. Don't wait until it's at your doorstep then. If you can educate somebody, if they get themselves tested, checked out, this and that, and reach out to them, and a particular individual, you know, look for me and say to me, say, how much money I have?
Right.
And when the individual said to me, say, how much money I have? Somebody will have a whole heap of respect for the industry.
Right.
Big top reggae man. And when he said to me, say, boy, how much money I have? I just draw away, I never call him back. And when him catch himself, he try to call him back, I never answer back my phone up until today. You understand what I mean, Bones? Because we always have this for saying, it's from the music good plate.
Just like that.
From the music good plate. I'm just over here now say something to foot a hype a while ago about what's going on now in the music business and the fraternity and the lyrical content and all them something there. Me answer them things a long time.
Right.
Me answer them things a long time. You understand what I mean? Yeah. From the music good plate.
Speaking of saying things long time, I mean, in 2004, I think it was that when you released No More Bloodshed. Is it disheartening for you, Ghandi, that today that message is still still relevant?
Yeah.
All right, guess what now? Ghandi was hired. All right, Ghandi was me see it. Listen the name, you know, Ghandi. I know a normal name that, you know.
No, not at all.
They did it long before my time, so me I see things long time.
Right.
Me I see things long time. And like 2004, 2003, when I did, all right, actually, anywhere I'm going now in the world and say, we don't want no more bloodshed.
Yeah.
We don't want no more youths there. Jamaica where we love, bring it back to what it was. Too much youngsters and thugs and a pandemonium.
Yeah.
I'm here on the sound. I go talk to Jabba. Let me say this again for an international radio. Make the people them hold him.
Yep.
And know say Ghandi. I tell him now, Jabba, me need a piece of best of the best. Me no book, but me a
look.
West Farm live.
Yeah,
look. Me a drive called look.
You were trying to call him a while ago, but he's actually very busy trying to plan that
event.
event.
See this man, and him go hear what about Jabba, and need a piece of best of the best.
Yeah, Bridging Jabba, yeah, man.
Yeah, man, for real, Kishima, man. We always serve them good music, man. But guess what? You see the people, them too?
Yeah.
Sometimes them kind of like when they give them the poison and then they give them the antidote after, you know.
True.
You see me I say? Yeah. But me now go serve them no poison. I always have antidote I give them.
All right,
cure them a long time, you know.
Ghandi, hear what me want to know. Because we're here about your music. Now, tell us what you're promoting right now. We know the EP coming up. Tell us the single you're promoting. And I want us to play that single. Let the people out here in Radio Land get a chance to listen to Ghandi. A long time Ghandi no come on Buzz. We're not saying no come on Irie, you know, but a long time him no come on Buzz.
Hey, Bones.
Yes.
The modern technology and things change. You can't say certain things because they're going to widen something there, brother.
So we don't do wide.
Rewind that something there.
What are you talking about? You mean compound Buzz? All right, so here we go. You have not arrived on Buzz.
Arrived. Or forward. You know what I'm saying?
Forward. All right, they may even wide forward to. You never know. But guess what?
We want definitely,
yes, tell us what you're doing.
We're running the song now named Loyalty.
Right.
You know, written and produced by Ghandi. Big up Libran Click in Hartford, Connecticut. He met the rhythm because he's a youth hide nobody glory.
Yeah, right.
Nobody glory me to hide. Them props.
Right.
So Loyalty is a song currently that I'm running with now.
Right.
The video is actually out. Everything is out. My production, my sweat, my tear, my pain, my everything. My little $2 a night. Not $10 bones coming on the money.
You know what I'm getting from you is that you are producing and doing a lot of things yourself. You seem more hands-on now. What would you say was a eye-opening message that you learned in the music industry that has basically helped you to revamp the way how you move forward in terms of producing music, writing music, and just doing you?
All right, I was always producing back then still, but Kishima, you see, whenever you are actually carrying your own water for yourself, you're actually carrying a pail of water for yourself. Right. You're gonna take your time and try not to have it being spilled all over the place. You have to actually protect that. You understand? So actually, like I said, I don't know everything, but I know a lot. And based off of my experience, I just take the time and just do what me I do, and me I do it the right way. I've placed my career back then in the wrong hands. Yeah? And it cost me a lot. I lost a lot. But when it cost life, my granny said it no cost nothing.
I like that.
You understand? My granny said it no cost nothing.
You're going to introduce loyalty to us in your Ras Ghandi way, and we'll play it here in studio. You ready, youth? Go
Amen, son of IRFM. The rod of the wicked shall never prosper against the righteous, unless the righteous place his or her hands unto iniquity, then they too shall go down into a pit. So you have no Kishima and Bone, drop that one there for the world. Right.
My girl don't live in with the ras. That time I tell you say give in to the ras. Come see puppy jelly and do some beans with the ras. Remember say man the king and you're the queen for the ras. Ras Ghandi, that's Ghandi. You ever flash Ghandi? I beg you flash your locks Ghandi. Feed them pan carrots Ghandi. This a WhatsApp's Ghandi. Create a cake drops Ghandi. Give them some rose Ghandi. Bite me to the night and I cook no stew. No peanut porridge and not dip on the menu. But that bitch no mix up in no falala, no falala, no falala, no falala.
No.
Scoop, scoop, scoop. No, sir. You know something, Ras Ghandi. Look here, man. Look here. We're watching some videos.
Loyalty.
Yeah,
I love loyalty, Bones. Like Ghandi, I can't help but to wonder what's the relationship like now, musical relationship and friendship between Ras Ghandi and MC Nuffy.
No, I'm gonna so long time. I think me don't know.
What me don't know.
All right. Let me say this now. I'm not gonna be like some people where you and your brethren grow actually from a tender age, forward up and do a lot together, share a lot of moments, good times, bad times together, and not acknowledge him.
Right.
Me, I have to acknowledge Nuffy.
Yep.
See? Like I said, I'm the one who turned Nuffy into an MC. I will tell you that. You understand? And Ghandi and Nuffy, it's like you never see a Nuffy without a Ghandi. I never see a Ghandi without a Nuffy.
Right, that's true.
I just want to make the world know this. Like I say, I forgive, but I not forget. You understand what I mean? And I pass that. So I just want to say, enough love to him. Wish him all the best. You know, everything what I do. Me not have him as my enemy. So if he have me as an enemy, well, that depends on him. You understand what I mean?
I don't think so. I don't think he might be.
You understand what I mean? So Bones, let me tell you something, man. A lot went on.
But
like me say,
but because you don't want to tell me, and we need to know.
But you see, Ghandi, I respect the approach that you're taking, because one of the things you said to us at the beginning of the conversation is that, you know, you have grown And
Yes.
in doing the song, it has helped you to heal. And
Yes.
part of the healing process, things will just roll off your back like that. So the fact that you're able to take
Yes.
the high road and say that, respect to you.
Yes.
I tell
And
you
also,
something. Yeah, go
and
ahead.
also, Bones,
Yes.
I have a daughter out there in the journalist field. She's now at CVA. Hellenic Bowen. She's on CVA.
Oh.
Yes, that's my daughter, my first
What?
time.
What you say?
So we can't say we youth them are going so good, and we are gonna turn to negativity and them something. No, the youth them children live what them learn. So we have to be role models and set standards. You understand? When
Right.
them go low, we always aim high.
Right.
So like I said, big up the MC. Me not have nothing against him. I straight love same way from
man.
the whole of Portland.
And he's and you know him overseas now. At them there.
This is what I say now.
Yeah.
All right. It was last year at Butler party when
yes.
we haven't spoken for quite some whole heap of years. And
Right.
actually Mad Cabra and a friend of mine actually, sit to it, say we really break the silence and whatever that night. And he mail and that was it. It's not like me have a number for him or I have a number for me where we call each other every day. But now I'm gonna know say if me have $1 and if I save him, me I go hold back, me I go send it. Me not carry going, but me I go send it custody. So me I say,
Yeah.
because you remember how far we are tried from.
And
that's what I mean?
Far.
I know far, four.
Gandhi, I think
Yeah, well, four.
I think I just got so much nostalgia seeing you tonight.
Yes.
Because a long we are come from too. And it is good to see you.
Forward.
We are forward. Yeah, me can't understand.
Yeah.
You say, change
tomorrow.
up. The old man know, me not time with it.
This is what I say now.
Yes.
Remember, say, just don't talk to foot, I know.
Yes.
And me and them spar up here. Big up Lockett, big up the whole team.
Yes.
The whole North Side. And me and them par. So you see, you want to say this tonight?
Yes.
I mean, circle around us tomorrow.
Yeah.
Them crucify me, man.
No, you're not Jesus. You're not crucified. You're good youth. But I tell you this.
But Ghandi, remind us again, when can we expect the EP?
You're right.
All right, definitely. We're shooting towards the ending of July.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're shooting towards the ending of July. I'm gonna tell you people, we're gonna get some nice songs.
And does the EP have a name?
All right, say, to be honest, Bones.
Yeah.
Kind of want to keep it a loyalty, because loyalty is a very powerful word.
I think I like that too.
Yeah, I want to keep it right, a loyalty, and the response that it's been getting.
Right.
First, I want to big up every DJ at IRFM. I want to go Big A, I want to go GT, I want to go Digital Chris, I want to go Courtney Q, Kishima, Bones, Gary G. All of we are giving the love and the strength, and whole heap of gratitude.
Blessed.
You understand? And Bones, if you're rich tonight, you're rich tomorrow.
Well, that means you need to be rich tonight.
For us, Ghandi, it was indeed a pleasure, man. Always great talking with you.
Before you go, Ghandi, how can people reach you? Social media, management, how can they get to you?
All right, guess what I want? Me and management. Okay?
All
So
right.
it's 860-328-1286.
All right.
Big up Isaiah Leng. Stinger come back December.
Some year. Rich.
I couldn't. This is from this program, and don't say maximum love and respect to teach them.
Yeah, man. Big up
teach them. You
I
open
know
back a
teach
lot
them.
of doors for Ghandi. You find me and say you need to talk to me. From me talk to you, I want different something. Me say. And now me talk to Bones and Kishima. Let me know Ghana morning, man.
Rich.
Yeah, levels.
And how you have Instagram, social media. We don't.
Yeah, man. So back to that. My Instagram is _Ghandi, as in the numeral 1_GHANDI.
Okay.
Facebook is Real Ghandi, REALGHANDI.
Right.
And there's something there in the Bones. And let me repeat the number once again, and a business only.
Right.
860-328-1286. Kishima, when you hear me say this live, Jabba, me need a piece of best of the best. If I even 2 songs, I'm good with that.
I think you will get through.
No,
All right.
absolutely. I have a good feeling.
I have a very good
Ghandi.
feeling. Knowing
For real,
Jabba,
for real.
I think
Yes.
you'll be all right. You'll be good
So,
to
Yes.
yeah, man.
go. All right. Well, Ghandi,
yeah, man,
thank you so
blessings.
much. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for
Holy
man.
your
God,
time.
Big
Mr.
up, Ghandi.
Bertos. Mad love.
And
Blessings to you.
continue on that path, man. High road.
High road.
Thank you, Kishima. Thank you,
Yeah,
Kishima.
man.
And
Big
big
up
up-
yourself, Bones, and
Big
keep
up
up the good
yourself,
work as
Dan.
well.
Keep it up,
Yeah,
my
man.
brother.
Boy, Bones. I could have talked from now till the morning, but
No, but it's all right. We like it. We have to leave them wanting more of hearing you.
Yes,
True that.
True.
Enough love, Ghandi.
Love.
Respect.
All right, big up yourself. That, of course, is Ghandi. Is it a natural mystic bone? So we end up getting Ghandi first. I mean, that was not really planned, but you don't know.
Not really planned. It wasn't planned at all.
No.
Not at all.
No, right.
And it doesn't work. It does work. All right, so guess what? We're now going to go to Fashion Forward. And then after Fashion Forward, we're going to see if now we can get our music artists after. So Fashion Forward, we're going to go to right now. And then after that, we should have Christopher Ellis.
Catch him on side.
It's Fashion Forward, a weekly look into what's popping,
what's hot and what's not,
hip and trendy. It's the space for all things fashion.
Image of a turn up, stick them. Oh, watch nice, yeah, nice. Image of a turn up. Image of a turn up, on up a street like volcano, a store up. I never drop a standard, everything turn up, I'm a stinking.
A new pair of sneaker by Balenciaga is raising eyebrows. On Monday, the Paris-based luxury fashion brand revealed their latest design. This design is the Paris sneaker. It is a limited release canvas sneaker. No, the sneakers are available in a variety of colors. They cost $625. But that's not the meat of the matter. A full destroyed version of the shoe is available with a hefty price tag of $1,850 and this is only on pre-order. Now you know you have your full destroyed jeans. The sneaker, no different.
Balenciaga, you're gone too far now. You're gone too far.
According to the brand, the Paris sneaker is a retooled classic design which interprets mid-century athleticism and timeless casual wear with distressed canvas and rough edges, giving a pre-worn look. And when we say pre-worn, it is pre-worn.
That's not pre-worn. The way I see them sneakers, they look like them go through World War.
Yes, so in Jamaican terms, the sneakers are ripped, they are torn, they are what we would throw outside.
In Jamaican terms, the sneakers, them look like all broke. Cause me wanna wear them they look like some shoes when me dash down and I'm a seller. So me wanna take my money buy them there.
After the sneaker goes on the market, it will cost over $2,000. Now social media is in a frenzy. Somebody wrote on social media, this is honestly a slap in the face to those actually facing poverty. I don't know why high-end brands want to utilize the poor aesthetic so bad. Another person said, I'm honestly so shocked. Is this a joke? This feels really insensitive to those who can't afford much.
I would agree with those users on social media. To me, this just seems like an insult to the poor.
It is, and it is insensitive as well, but those that want to be a part of a certain clique will definitely cut themselves one of these sneakers. But if you still have no idea what we're talking about, just visit the Area FM social media pages and you'll see the sneaker. That's all for this week. Join us next week for more information. For Fashion Forward, I'm Shamara.
And I'm DJ Lollipop, the party fanatic.
All right, so that was Fashion Forward. Join us next week for another edition of Fashion Forward. And of course, we did have a little bit of what we call mixed signals tonight. So we had Ras Ghandi before, but really the gentleman who should have been on at that time would be the brother who we have on stage right now. And really, it's a stage. It's a digital stage. His name is Christopher Ellis, our music artist. Christopher, big up yourself.
Welcome to the EBUZZ,
Christopher Ellis, how are you, sir?
Good, you know, famous Area FM man, boy.
You know, it's good to have you here, son. It's very nice. Very nice to have you here. I hope you're having a good time. As a matter of fact, where are you now? Are you in London now?
No, right now I'm in Jamaica. I'm in King Jammy's studio right now.
You better be at King Jammy's studio. As a matter of fact, we're very happy to have you, the son of Alton Ellis. But we don't want to. I know this is this is your thing right now. Talk to us about your story. How did you get into it? It would be sort of automatic because of who your dad was, but I know a lot of people who have had famous parents in the business and they didn't get into the business. They did something else. You did it. How so? Why so?
I mean, the first time on stage for me, I was 11 years old.
What? Really?
Yeah. 5,000 people. London, England. A show. Ken Booth, John Holt, Mighty Diamonds. Big show, and I came out and I sang I'm Still in Love. It's on YouTube, in fact. It's a great footage. I sang I'm Still in Love, and I tell you,
yeah,
it wasn't called forward them times there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the forward that I got, those forwards there are unique. But and I knew from that moment there that I want to be a singer. From that moment, the feeling of being on stage and the approval from the people.
11 years old.
Yeah, man. Go on YouTube in your own time.
I will.
Bring it up. It's really
No,
amazing.
you know what I want to ask you, Chris? Just you talking about hitting the stage at 11 and the vibe that you're getting. I can just imagine like the musical lessons or just life lessons that your dad would share with you. Can you share with us a musical lesson or life lesson that your dad gave you back then that still resonates with you today as an adult?
There were so many, from small ones to large ones, even for example, like this is very basic, but I was thinking a juice like this, but it was very cold, and I was about to go on stage, but I didn't know that you mustn't drink cold things before you go on stage. I didn't know that.
That's true. Messes with your throat. Messes with your throat. Yeah. Yeah,
and there's so many. I mean, even my dad, so there was so many. It was daily, as you know, just like you and your father you just learn all the time, So I'm learning, like in a musical sense, and then also just being his son and learning life skills. You know what I mean? So there's so many, man. Yeah, and he's very jovial and funny as well. So it was.
I did meet your dad. I met him a few times, and he was always very jovial and always had information to share. That's one thing I loved about him. Yeah, Alton, great guy, great man.
True, man. I miss him. Trust me, but it's just a physical form that he's not here, but in every other sense he's here. Because the people, Jamaica, all you guys, Alton Ellis is such a pillar. So nice. It's nice.
You ever hear the term in Jamaica when they say you favor your father?
Yeah.
You favor him,
I don't know if that is a term.
Favor him, bad man. Favor him. Yeah.
But when we think about Christopher Ellis now, what would you say, or how would you describe your musical style?
Yeah.
I would say, most youngsters, or I should say most people my age, when I was young, they would listen to soul and R&B and rap and those things. But I listened to reggae music first. So my first artist I discovered was like Ken Booth and John Holt. Yeah.
Right.
Then after I listened to other music that everyone was listening to my age. But my first thing was Alton Ellis, Ken Booth, Delroy Wilson, John Holt. So I feel like my flavor of music is influenced by what I was first taking in, which is the John Holts and those artists, and afterwards I knew, Barris, and I fell in love with Barris music and said, wow, this man is insane. And my flavor is that flavor, I'd say. I live in that world there where, one drop reggae music is important to me. I love it. And even say that, that's where, you really sit on rhythms well, So right. I would say that's where I'm very comfortable. And we can sing other music as well, we can do other things, but the one drop thing is where really I groove with that, I groove with that.
Talk to us about what you're promoting now, because you're on tonight as our music artist, and we know, because I heard Rubber Dub. Oh, I tell you, scoop. Talk to us about the single. Tell us what else you're doing in terms of your musical career. Can we look out for an EP? But we want to talk about the single. Tell us about the single and how it came about.
All right. So first of all, you know the song named "Still Go Dance"? Yes, we still go dance.
Yes.
That one came out right at the January 2020. The pandemic just started.
Time. Yes.
And something going up, and then the pandemic struck and kind of it didn't stifle the song, but it stifled the song.
Yes. Okay.
That song was great, and the song was going to England. The song's big over there. And fast forward now, we're at this point where we dropped the Rubber Dub song.
Right.
It's just taken off like insanely. And at the same time as Rubber Dub, Gang said, you know what? Let's record some other artists on the Still Go Dance rhythm. So we did Barris on the rhythm, we did Sizzler on the rhythm, Capleton on the rhythm, and these two songs right now are really strong and they're out there. But the Rubber Dub song,
trust me,
I didn't know. It's been crazy all over the world. Everything like is the people who's loving the song. It's really had a strong impact, you know, and I'm really appreciative and I'm glad and I'm happy, you know, because we do music for this and the approval of the people, you know, yourself and the fans and the patrons. So yeah, man, the songs just taken off. I think it's the groove and the difference in the rhythm and the lyrics as well. You know,
Kesh, he describes the song so well, but what do you think of us just letting people hear it? Because
I think we should.
I think we should. Hey, Chris, I would love for you to introduce Rubber Dub, and we will play it here in studio. But describing the song is awesome, but I think hearing it is even better.
Please listen to this song with the ears of what everyone's saying today. The sound has changed, and they're doing this. So listen to the song with that in mind, and please take in the lyrics. It's produced by Junior Ghandi.
Yes.
When I'm in deadly, trust me. So Christopher Ellis, Rubber Dub, enjoy.
Here we go.
Some boy can't play lovers rock or no Rubber Dub for you. Them pull up too fast cause them can't last making love to you. Baby, I play Rubber Dub for you. Sure. Rubber Dub for you. Baby, I play Rubber Dub for you. Rubber Dub for you. Some boy can't wallpaper scrub cause them can't make love to you. Some boy don't play one drop or no Rubber Dub for you. Baby, I play Rubber Dub for you. Rubber Dub for you. Baby, I play Rubber Dub for you. Rubber Dub for you. And even though the real Rubber Dub still sounds so sweet, they're not talking about it. And even when the competition claims that them can compete, yeah, but I doubt it. We got tunes, we got dubs, and I've got you, we've got love. You've got me, we've got us. Ain't no need to rush. Some boy can't play lovers rock or no Rubber Dub for you.
You know, Chris.
Rubber Dub for you.
That song has so many hints of Damian Junior Ghandi Marley in it. The bass line, the style, the flow of the rhythm, and then of course you added your excellent touch to it. It's just a lovely combination.
But you know what I want to ask you, earlier on in the conversation, you said that you're at King Jammy's studio. Here it is, Rubber Dub produced by Damian Junior Ghandi Marley. Do you find that because you are the son of Alton Ellis, like it actually helps you, to maneuver your way through the entertainment industry and rock with these legendary producers and musicians and entertainers?
Now, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked that question. It's a great question because this is the thing, right? Take anyone's child, like John Holt's child or Dennis Brown's child, they will get welcomed from the beginning with no, right? When you get welcomed now, because you're Alton's son or John Holt's son, after that, it's like, what can you bring to the thing? You know what I mean? So my thing was, from day one, I said, you know what? I want to do original songs. When I sing over the Alton songs, and about Alton, dad songs, but I said, write songs, original songs, and me being welcomed into the camp of the Marleys and me around Baby G, and they see that, okay, this you has talent as well. That's what helps, If I did the other route where someone was saying, yo, do an Alton album right now, my youth, do an Alton album right now. I said, no. I would have been probably hot for like 6 months, and then they would say, oh yeah, I'm singing Alton songs nice, see? And done with me. You know what I mean? But the fact that I ended with the original songs, because I watched people like Queen Africa, whose father is Derek Morgan. I watched Gong. I watched, these artists like that. Taurus with original songs, and that's what helped me now to have a name that's out there now that's growing. That people say, "Wow, Christopher Ellis." Oh yes, Animal Alton song too. You know what I mean?
Right. But that comes after. They know your name first, and then the Alton after.
Yeah, you know, and
yeah,
that was done by strategy from me to say, you know, right song.
Right.
Okay. I think I sung over like one of my dad's songs, you know, which is Willow Tree. But
nice tune.
Songs and being around gang as well, where them and they're obsessed with the thing. So, you know, I was always going to be okay, to be honest with you.
Has Damian Marley locked you in the studio to the point where you all want food and the food have to come to you because you can't come out?
It come like a no gang.
Yeah, I know him. I've gotten that. You can't come out. He said, "No man, hold on, man. Listen to this. You can't move." But he's so obsessed with it and he's so passionate about it that you have to get it. You have to hear everything that he has to present to you, and I love that about him.
Yeah, man. And even like, let me give you a quick little thing.
Yeah.
Sundays we don't go studio, right? Sundays is no studio day. So I'll be in the hotel in there all day, and I get a call, Gun. Yo, what going, Zilla? What going there, you know? No, he's a student.
I know. Yep. Man, you come, and you reach here, can't come out.
I said, man, forward. That's how obsessed he is, and that's why he's so successful. You know, it's because there's no okay. You know what I mean? I'm just not gonna be easy. And I saw it with Barris. I was with Barris last week.
Right. And
he would do something right in front of me. And when the song was finished, I see how zealous he was for this. Like, he was zealous. And I was thinking, this is Barris Hammond. Man, that's done everything already. And there's nothing more to do. The man's excited. And asking me, what do you think? And just to see in his eyes that spark and that zeal.
Yes. Yes.
Thinking, no. Because some man have 2 songs playing on radio. And
there's a whole catalog. Catalog, yeah.
Yeah. So you know, Chris, you're around good people. I see that you're soaking up the information, you're learning, and you're very strategic with what you just explained to us. For somebody who is listening now and they hear your music and they like your vibe and they want to book you for an event, how can they book Christopher Ellis?
So if you go on my Instagram or my Facebook, you see an email in the bio. It's Chris Ellis Music Child at sky.com. But it's kind of long still. But if you go on Instagram, you see it in the bio. Facebook, you see it in the bio, that email address. You can hit it there.
Give us the Instagram handle. What is your name on Instagram? Is it just Christopher Ellis? What is it?
Yeah, Ellis Music Child. But if you type Christopher Ellis in a search, it comes to the same place, you know.
Okay. And that's all platforms, right?
Yeah, all platforms, Christopher Ellis. And yeah, man, the team did the Facebook, I do the Instagram. But yeah, man, it's been I'm really blessed and I feel really joyful, you know, to say, wow, you know, God is answering my prayers and I'm doing music, you know, for a living and feeding my family from music. So I'm overwhelmed still, you know.
Chris, we want to thank you so much. I mean, this is so great to be able to talk to you, not the planned way because we planned to have you earlier. But we're pretty much out of time because we have a feature that we need to present before we get off. But we want to thank you so much for making time to talk to us and, of course, being our music artist this week. Anybody you want to big up before you go?
I want to just big up all of the DJs who supported this last single and the last 2 singles, in fact. Right. Keep supporting it, please, because this music is important to me, not for me only, but for just for everyone, because music and it's just a thing. Right. So thanks to everyone.
All right, big up yourself, Christopher
Enough love,
Ellis.
Chris. Keep doing it, brother. Keep doing it. Yeah, man. Enough love.
All right, that was our music artist, Christopher Ellis. It's now time for Upbeat, keeping the tempo with producers. Here is DJ Collision.
Upbeat, keeping the tempo with producers. Have you ever wondered what it's like being a producer? Yeah! What really happens behind the scenes? Or even what it takes to produce a track? I'm a hit maker.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
This week on Upbeat, producer DJ Smurf explains how his life transitioned into music. DJ Smurf, welcome to Upbeat.
Yeah, man, Collision. Bless up.
Okay, So tell us about how DJ Smurf started producing.
Yeah, how I got started in production is actually through a friend of mine, which is actually Deli Ranks, the artist Deli Ranks. He's the one who actually get me started in production. I always hanging out in the studio, like, dub plate, cutting dub plates from back in the days, from vinyl days. And I'm a person who normally involve myself in doing remixes and stuff like that. So, I'm pretty much used to studio work. But Deli Ranks was the person who said, all right then, Smurf, see your first rhythm here and make a voice on the rhythm and, things like that still. And show me the ropes. And that's how I actually got started in production.
Interesting. Okay, so over the years we've heard a change in the sound of dancehall. Are you a supporter of this new sound?
Yeah, there is a change in the sound of dancehall over the years, and I am a supporter of the new sound, but my only concern is the new sound working? Because I'm a supporter of change, because if you check the history of music, the sound of music has been changing from in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and now in the new millennium. So yes, I am a supporter of change, but as I say, my only concern is that, is this new sound working? If it's not working, then maybe we have to find a next new sound, or maybe, resort to what was the working sound before or something. But that's really my concern. But yeah, I'm supporting the new sound and just hope that it works.
That's fair. So are there any new projects in the pipeline for this year?
Yeah, man, I always have work in the pipeline still, I have a reggae project working on, I have a dancehall project working on, and I also have some singles, working on. But there are certain challenges which kind of hinders the release or the completion of some of these projects. So, we'll just basically, COVID is one of them. So we just basically have to just work with time. Sometimes you have to just say, okay, this is the appropriate time to release something like this, or it's not the appropriate time. So, but yeah, man, there are projects in the pipeline. So just look out for stuff from DJ Smurf Music still.
Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made me what I am, and I enjoy.
Hello?
DJ Smurf, much respect for passing through.
All right, yeah, man. Thank you for having me. Don't forget, you can always follow DJ Smurf on all the handles, DJ Smurf JA. Simple as that. So if you're talking about Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, is just one angle, DJ Smurf JA. Hit me up and you can, keep up to date with what is going on still with DJ Smurf, the DJ/DJ Smurf, the producer. All right? Yeah, man. Bless up.
Tune in to Upbeat with me, DJ Collision, this and every Wednesday as we keep the tempo with the geniuses who work on these hits.
That one that name, it bumped up on it, it bumped up on it. When we set up on things, that one that name,
all right. That was Upbeat with DJ Collision. Of course, our special guest was DJ Smurf. We're pretty much out of time, so we want to say a very special thanks to everyone who made the EBUZZ possible. A special thanks to Christopher Ellis, our music artist, and of course, Ghandi.
Also, big up to Footer Hype for joining the discussion, and big up to the entire team. Big up to production assistants Shamara, Vivian, and Jodian, our technical operator DJ Lollipop, studio engineer DJ Kamar, and our telephone operator Sharika Lewis, and of course Peter Broadbar. Thank you so much for keeping social media connected.
Join us next week for another exciting edition of the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones,
and I'm Kishima Francis. Mutabaruka is up next with The Cutting Edge.